great question, Ken, in terms of how do you develop mental toughness when you're up against it. And for me, go back to the basics. Are you getting enough sleep at night? Are you exercising? Are you eating the right foods? Are you isolating? If you are, how do you leave the home and interact with people? One of the things that people oftentimes overlook is when they're getting rejected after rejected after rejected after rejected, what they tend to do is they hunker down and they try harder. When in fact, what may need to happen is to try less hard, to take a break, to replenish, fill the well back up. Because if you're trying to force a solution, if you're getting to that place of panic, when you do have the job interview, they'll smell it, and they will not hire you. So the mental toughness has a lot to do with what brings you joy and doing more of that. What gives you a sense of competence, and even doing that as a volunteer. Sometimes when people get really beaten up, it does require psychotherapy or a trusted friend or a pastor, but someone where they can feel heard and not judged because they're really having a tough time. The other thing that I tell folks, and it's in this book, you know, Turnaround Tips for the Discouraged Job Hunter, is you got to train your loved ones. The people that you think are going to be there for you generally aren't. And you can't fault them for that because they have a vested interest in your career success. So there's a built-in conflict. And so when they start to panic, it can just bring you down even more. So part of the thing to do is to tell your loved ones, I don't want you to ask me, have I found a job yet? I don't want my friends to ask me that question either. What I want you to ask me instead is, are you keeping your job search commitments, regardless of the result? And then for you, the job hunter, how are you rewarding yourself for the action that you're taking, regardless of the result? If you said you were going to make 20 contacts and only 2 people return your call, that's a success. How are you going to reward yourself? And to reward yourself in a constructive way rather than in a destructive way. Because some people, well, I did the 20 calls, I deserve to get myself good and drunk. Or for me personally, it was Hershey chocolate almond bars. And I did that so much that my dentist said, you need to stop. Your teeth are falling away. So in terms of walks in the park, taking a swim, one of my favorite exercises this time of year is going to every community center that has an indoor water slide. It's great to get your mood up. Can't do it until my foot heals, but you know. But what is that for you? What fills the well back up for you? On a regular basis, I'm driving up to Alton, Illinois, and sitting at the Mississippi River, and there's something about water that just gets me back to where I need to be. For other people, it's trees. For other people, it's people. For other people, it's alone time. So those of you that are energized by alone time, give yourself permission to be alone. Job hunting requires you to not be alone. If you need mental toughness, give yourself permission to replenish, hide under your bed, stay there for a while, and then have somebody gently pull you out, dust you off, and say, now get back in the game.